I chose case Bearman versus University of Notre Dame, case study 3.1, found in the Case Studies in Sports Law textbook on page 113 and 114. Case facts in this case is the plaintiff is Christina and James Bearman, and the defendant is the University of Notre Dame. This case arose when Ms. Bearman and her husband were leaving a football game on October 27, 1979, when they came across a couple of young men fighting in the parking lot. They continued to walk past this incident, soon to realize that one of the young men was following them, which the young man ends up being intoxicated, trips and knocks down Ms. Bearman. Ms. Bearman then breaks her leg in this incident, and this is when the suing of Notre Dame comes across here, and the plaintiff sued the University of Notre Dame for the damages resulting in that injury. This case went to trial court first. The trial court found that the defendant, University of Notre Dame, was right and voted, ruled in their favor. So the plaintiff, Christina Bearman, appealed the judgment with the issue of whether Notre Dame had the duty to protect Ms. Bearman from injury occurred by the acts of a third person. So in the appeal court, the plaintiff's argument, she argued that she had the business invitee of the University of Notre Dame. As being an invitee of the university, she was owed the duty to protect her from injury caused by the acts of people on their property. The defendant argument, University of Notre Dame, argued that the absence of notice of any particular danger to a patron waived their liability for the acts of a third party. So the major issues and laws that are being discussed is the restatement of torts, section F, is the big one, and I'll read that for you right here. Is the duty of a police premises, since the possessors is not an insurer of the visitor's safety, he is ordinarily under no duty of exercise any care until he knows or has reason to know that the acts of the third person are occurring or are about to occur. He may, however, know or have reason to know from past experiences that there is a likelihood of conduct on the part of the third persons in general which is likely to endanger the safety of the visitor, even though he has no reason to expect it on the part of any particular individual. The other issue is generally the owner of a place of public entertainment must provide the duty to keep the premises safe of injury, but the inviter in this situation is not the insurer of the invitee's safety. And the inviter must be aware of the danger to be found liable. After the appeals court had looked over everything and heard both arguments, the appeal court reversed the original judgment of the trial court. The reasons are due to the University of Notre Dame's knowledge of tailgating and consumption of alcoholic beverages during football games and events. The courts ruled that the university had a duty to take precautions to protect everyone from injuries from the third person. So with Notre Dame knowing that they sold and served alcoholic beverages during the game and had tailgating prior to game, they were well aware of the chances of people being intoxicated. So this is where the court can see that they should be liable because they are aware of a possible risk. As an athletic administrator, our responsibility is to have proper staff on hand to ensure the safety of the public, the officials, the players, the coaches, and the fans. This would be inside and out of the stadium. I feel as an athletic director, it is our responsibility to have the correct athletic department staff members and local authorities, whether that's police, EMS, fire department, on hand to help prevent these accidents from happening, and help prevent our schools and universities from paying lawsuit money for accidents that we are typically not prepared for. Obviously, all accidents cannot be predicted or prevented, but having the correct number, correct staff on hand, the correct authorities, around these situations can be handled a lot better and swiftly, to ensure that the university is doing what's best for the safety of, again, the players, the coaches, the officials, and the fans that attend their games.